Hi, it's Susie Q96 live from the Blue Ridge Mountains. Uh, some of you might not even recognize me anymore. Uh, while I was out sick, uh, some of the medication kind of caused most of my hair to fall out, so I had to cut it all off. And so I figured I might as well have some fun with it while it's short. So right now it started out, it was pink. Now it's kind of orange. And who knows what's going to happen with it next. I did start a tad bit early today, maybe 3, 4 minutes, just so I can make sure I've got everything working, audio working, camera working, brain working. uh, You might also notice the background has changed just a little bit. Hey, Mark Thomas, how you doing? Glad to see you popping in here. I got a lot of stuff for tonight's show. This is going to be hopefully one of the better ones. I'm just gonna do a bunch of stuff. I got over $30 worth of car wash quarters, uh, and some that I'm not sure are car wash quarters, but they're quarters. Uh, After I got out of the hospital, they sent a nice lady to come and help me with housekeeping. And one of the things we had to do was my printer quit working. And so we had to move the desk. And when she moved the desk, there was about $9 worth of quarters on the floor under the desk. I don't know if they have been searched or not. So I just put them back in the container. I don't think they have been searched. I think they're from a coin spill I had a while back, but we'll keep them in there anyway. And what else we got on tap? Of course, we've got the car wash quarters. Um, we've got an announcement to make. I will hold off on that though because it's not 5 o'clock yet. I got a couple of articles I want to share. Some info about my upcoming con. Can you metal detect my living room? No, sorry. I got 3 metal detectors over here right now, all cleaned up and ready to detect. And I probably should detect my, my living room because I probably would find more clad in here than I do outside. But yeah, it was a mess under there. But I got all the money out of there. There was probably about $15 total under my desk, which I need right now. So that was a good thing. Uh, yeah, one of the things that happened while I was sick was that I lost contact with my metal detecting buddies because I had I had met a couple of people metal detecting at a local park. Hey, James Eller, how are ya? Anyway, I had met a couple of people detecting at a local park, and I went detecting with them a couple times. And then I had written one of them's phone number down on a piece of paper and stuck it in my pocket. Well, while I was in the hospital, all those clothes got thrown in the laundry, and the phone number got washed. So since I've been able to start driving again, I've been driving around looking at all the places where we were detecting, hoping to find those people again because I had a really good time detecting with them. They both use white metal detectors. And of course, I'm out there with my simplex, but they liked my simplex, especially when they saw the different coils that I got for it back when the channel had its first anniversary. Muscle Shell came in and threw a big pile of money at me to invest in my metal detecting equipment. So I really haven't gotten to use those two coils very much because I was out trying one of them out when this embolism thing first started. And so I'm hoping to go Wednesday. I wanted to go yesterday. The weather was beautiful, but I just had so much stuff going on around here that I never did get out the door. So I'm going to try to go Wednesday, and hopefully I will run across my detecting buddies again. And that would be great and dandy. I started a little early, so now it's officially 5:01. So now we're on time, but I wanted to make sure my sound was working and all of that good stuff. So let me start out with this, and I will try to remember to mention it again later. I've been signing people up for a giveaway that I had originally scheduled for October the 18th. But since I missed a couple of shows, I didn't get anybody signed up on those weeks through the games that we've been playing in the stream. I have decided to move the giveaway date to October 25th so I can make sure that a lot of people have an opportunity to get a spot. I don't know yet exactly what I'm giving away. I know I am giving away a roll of pennies. These are 2011 uncirculated. So those will be in the giveaway. I believe also an Indian head. Not an Indian head, I'm sorry, a buffalo nickel. I'm sure there will be some sort of silver and possibly a proof set of some type. I sold a lot of my stuff trying to get medical care, well, trying to get to Michigan to get medical care, and then I had the aneurysm before I could accomplish that goal and ended up in the hospital in Roanoke, Virginia instead. Yeah, here's another part of the giveaway. This is a 1965, I believe. Let me look. Yeah, a 1965 mint set. Have the envelope, have all the cards, and everything with it. So those three items for sure, and possibly something else. I haven't really focused on it yet, but I will. I'm not going to play like a card game or anything tonight because I have a lot of other stuff. So I'm just going to use the Nightbot to pick at least 6 people to add to the list of people who are qualifying to win the big prize. So if you don't come to the channel, don't think you're going to win by coming just on the night of the giveaway, because that's not how it's going to be working. So in order for my little Nightbot buddy to pick a name up, you will need to make some sort of commentary in the thing. Yeah, you're funny, Mark. You're really funny. Um, yeah, it's really been a struggle for me to get my viewers back. I've got so many people now that have taken time slots that are overlapping me that it's, it's hard to get the people back. And because I don't have money now and I can't give away all the big giant prizes I was giving away before, but so you just have to come and see me and the car wash quarters. And I do have some other stuff I was working on right before I got sick. I had started an early morning show called That Was the News with Susie Smart, in which I was reading old newspaper articles about coin collecting and coin production and counterfeiting and mud SWAT. Hi. And also about the early development of metal detecting. Well, I'm going to try and start doing that again because first of all, I enjoy it, and I think people appreciate their hobbies more if they actually know a little history about them. Happy late birthday, Mr. Eller. Hope you had a great one. Anyway, I'm going to start doing that show again, even though, I mean, I didn't have a lot of people coming in, but the ones that were coming in were enjoying the articles. And so probably between 7:30 and 8 a.m. Eastern time. Because why I did that show was I would sit here and I would line all my medications up in a row. And while I was taking all my meds, I would read the article, and then that way I would remember to take my meds. They're all right here. And the show only runs like a half an hour, maybe 40 minutes at tops. It depends on if we get into a big discussion about the article that I read. So I thought tonight, instead of starting right out with the car wash quarters, I'm actually going to give you a little preview because I found a really interesting article today that combines a discussion of both coin collecting. Well, thank you, Mudswat. uh, of coin collecting and metal detecting. So I'm going to try and put this up on the screen here, and we will read it, and it'll give you an idea of some of the stuff that I feature in that show in the morning. This article is from the Appleton, Wisconsin Post Crescent from August 31st, 1975. Let's see if I can get it up here on the screen without. Browser can't access my screen. Well, maybe that's because I forgot to hit the button that I need. Hopefully it'll work. I used to make it work every morning. There. Hopefully it will come up. Yeah, there it is. And I'm just going to read it because I haven't read the whole thing yet myself. So I find them, and then I kind of read them along with everybody else. Anyway, this is called Coin Shooting Can Be Profitable by Clement F. Bailey. New developments in the land of coin collecting are taking place, and those developments are taking coin collecting out of the static classification. The change is called coin shooting. More and more coin collectors are getting interested in packing a metal detector out onto the wilds to hunt for lost pieces. Old WW2 habits make me call the things mine detectors. Interesting that he would refer to a metal detector that way, but that's what they were used for. There have been a great number of persons aware of coin shooting for a long time, but the crowd is getting larger with new members. Coin collectors have recently discovered that there are only two avenues left open for collecting more valuable pieces. One of the avenues involves a fat checkbook for purchase of high-class modern material at high-class prices. This is the sterile coin collecting binge. The dynamic way to seek out coins, medals, or tokens is by use of a metal detector and join the crowd outside. This activity has boosted sales of metal detectors over the past few years. It also has increased the sophistication of the equipment as the technical search increases. This new offshoot of the hobby is also going to rip down some of the more valued ideas in the coin hobby. The age-old idea of not cleaning coins is going to go down the drain as more and more crusty pieces are discovered in the earth by the seekers. Techniques of cleaning coins and the many types of cleansers can no longer be tossed off by the hobby. Now, I'm going to interject here. I've been reading little sections of Coin Collecting for Dummies on my show in regards to clean or not to clean and how to clean. And this article that I'm reading you now is from 1975. So it's been a topic for some time. Now I'll continue. There are several bad features about cleaning coins that a new collector might not know. Some wear might be put on the coin by accident in the cleaning process. Any amount of wear on an excellent piece can cause the greater condition of the coin to drop. Sometimes this dropping grade can be a real breath taker in terms of a dollar drop in value. Many facts about cleaning of coins can be determined at the time of cleaning. This means that a process might be very successful at the start, but who knows what will happen to the coin or the surface of the coin in 10 years. The study of the effects of time on the coin, token, or metal surface hasn't really been done in great detail. Side effects or the reaction of chemicals or cleaners upon the different materials such as silver, copper, nickel, brass, aluminum, or iron have yet to be determined. It would appear that the coin shooting is going to open up some technical avenues which have had little traffic. Copper coins are the toughest to keep in brilliant uncirculated condition. They are also the poorest pieces to clean, even with liquid dips. The cleaning process makes them look cleaned. In order to kill this cleaned look, the coins have to be toned back to a natural bronze or copper color. Toning is done by chemicals or heat, and an overdose of either, and the shot coin not only looks clean, but shot down. Cleaning has been an off-limits subject for years for collectors, but changes are being made. Coin shooting with a metal detector is the reason for the change. So there you have it, folks. Educational. And that was back in 75. So I am not as far off base as some people think when I am sharing this information from Coin Collecting for Dummies about the 4 reasons to clean coins. And number 1 on that list was metal detecting. And in some of my last videos, I actually showed you some pretty cruddy coins that I picked up outside. And actually, I very briefly got to metal detect in the 70s. My dad fixed outboard motors. He was an avid fisherman, and on the side, he fixed motors. Well, this guy uh, needed his motor fixed, but he didn't have any money. So he traded my dad a Sears metal detector. Now, we know now that Sears was contracting through White to make this particular detector. So my dad had this metal detector, and we went down to the boat ramp one day, and my dad ended up finding a gold class ring with a big aquamarine stone in it. And we, yeah, back then there was no internet, and it was not a local school. We had no idea where the school was from. So my crazy dad took a file and filed off the school name. Now, this is a 14 karat gold ring, and my dad is like, you know, filing gold off of it, and smoothed it down. And he wore that ring till the day he passed away. But I would stay, sometimes I would just stay up on shore. I was a teenager by then. And my dad would go out and fish for a little while. It'd take the boat out, and I'd just metal detect with this thing. I mean, the control box on it was like yay big, it was pretty heavy deal. Well, then after about 2 months, my dad traded the thing away for something else. But he kept that gold ring for the rest of his life, and he was buried with it. So that was my introduction to metal detecting. And then I wanted to do it, but I either didn't have the time or didn't have the money or was wrapped up in other projects like building race cars and taking pictures of rock and roll bands. So it was, I don't know, about 3, 4 years ago that I really started talking about how I wanted to do it again. And my friend Tommy and I had planned on it. But then he passed away, and not long after he passed away, I was in a real bad funk. I just didn't want to do anything. I was sitting on the couch every day, and my sister sent me an El Cheapo bounty hunter gold digger detector that she had bought for her husband, and he just had no interest in. So she gave that to me for my birthday. And the second time I went out, I had gone down to Florida for Tommy's, to do Tommy's memorial. And I went to this little park in Clearwater, Florida, near the motel I was staying at. And I dug my very first gold ring with that $40 metal detector, and then I was hooked. So, um, and what got me back into the coin collecting was I collected the coins in high school. Uh, and when Tommy passed, I ended up with a bunch of coins that he had just saved and thrown in a box. Hey, Muscle Shell. Hi, Joshy. I don't know if I missed anybody else. Since I've got a few people in here, I'm going to flip over real quick to the Nightbot, who says there are 5 eligible people in here. If you want to get signed up for my giveaway on the 25th, you need to post something in the stream so that the bot will pick you up, and I can put you on the list here of people that are qualified. So I'm going to give that 6th person, one more second or so to make a post. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to pick 3 people. Oops, let me see if I can bring this up on the screen. Share screen. Give you a chance. Honey, you are Muscle Shell. I don't know how to give you a chance. You've done so much for my channel. I don't know how I could possibly give you a better chance than you've already got. Mwah, I love you so much. Let's put the Nightbot up here so everybody can see it's all on the up and up, and I don't have anything up my sleeve. I'm gonna hit that button that says roll it. Hi, John Jacobs. And the first person who's going to get a spot is John Jacobs. All right, might as well pick another one while I'm in here. Muscle Shell. See? You did make it. It's good karma, buddy. That's what it is. It's your good karma. Okay, I'm going to pick one more, and then I'll pick some more later on in the show. And we got the lucky James Eller got a spot. All right. So I'll pick some more later in the show. That's a good one, Mark Thomas. Protected by a shell. Yes, indeed. Yep. I'm gonna take my new metal detecting stuff out Wednesday, and I'm finally strong enough. I won't be able to detect very long, but I can go now. I can walk without falling down, and stuff like that. So that's all good. Okay, I'm going to go back to that coin cleaning thing for a minute. I'm on the 3rd of the 4 items they have in this book. We did the removing dirt. We did the removing PC film. And now the next little section is called removing tarnish or toning. And in the article that I just finished reading, y'all, and you can hear more articles like that on my morning show called That Was the News with Susie Smart. But that's kind of what I do on the morning is I read articles like that, historical articles. Okay, so let's see what the book has to tell us about removing tarnish or toning. If your silver coin has light toning around the edges, if the toning is attractive, or if the toning is iridescent, showing shifting changes of color, consider leaving it alone. Many collectors pay huge premiums for nicely toned coins. Nevertheless, if you absolutely hate the toning, you can try dipping your coin in a chemical bath specially formulated for removing tarnish. Your local coin dealer probably carries EZS coin cleaner, also known as jewel luster or dip, and widely used by collectors and dealers alike. In some opinions, pure dip is too harsh, so is mixed with equal parts water to make a softer solution. Warning, you may use the dip to clean nickel coins, but never copper coins. Never dip coins of different metals in the same solution. Sometimes one metal will plate out onto the other coin, and instead of cleaning your coin, you'll be adding an extra layer of metal. And they have some illustrations here. I don't know how well you can see them, but they are just in one case using a Q-tip, and in other cases they are actually putting it right in the dip, and that's where they're warning you, do not dip two different kinds of coins into the same pot of dip. Follow these steps for lightly tarnished coins. Quickly dip your coin in the solution and pull it out just as fast. Immediately rinse the coin in warm water. Use a soft cloth towel to dry your coin. Pat, do not rub the coin dry. Heavy toning becomes a problem for two reasons. Reason one, surfaces may have faint hairline scratches and marks that are difficult to detect beneath the toning. Before dipping the coin, be sure to examine it carefully to prevent any surprises. If coins are too heavily tarnished, the tarnish will have eaten into the coin's surface. Dip will remove the tarnish, but the result will be a coin with an unattractive, dull finish and no luster. Practice with a variety of inexpensive toned coins to figure out what can be fixed and what can't. When in doubt, leave it alone. More coins are ruined by well-intentioned but ignorant coin collectors dipping their coins than by any other method. So, we've had our education today from 1975 on cleaning coins, and from the way more recent Coin Collecting for Dummies. And I still don't know who sent me this book, but thank you, whoever you are. This is copyrighted in 2008. So that's just a few years later. Alrighty, let's get into some car wash quarters, shall we? And also the $9 or so worth that the home help aid swept out from under my desk. There's like almost $10 worth of quarters under there. I don't know if they've been looked at before or not, but I don't think they have. I think they're from when M3 created a cat tsunami across my desk while I was in the hospital and dumped all the coins and everything that was on the desk. He really did a number. We're going to start out with our 50 states. This is a really nice album, and this will be given away when it is full. Just like I did my last show, I gave one away, and we started this one, and as you can see, it's filling up pretty well. When I get it done, this one will be given away. This is a really nice book too. This book, Empty, was sent to me by Handy Andy 736, and so it's a really nice archival quality book from Littleton. So we're going to try and see how many more quarters we can put in it. Now I've got, in order to have space here, I got to lay the book over on the side, and I'm going to turn on Mr. Microscope so you won't be looking at my pinkish orange hair for a few minutes. I'm still kind of freaked out that I had to cut all my hair off, but I'm trying to make the best out of it. Okay, here comes Mr. Microscope. Let's see if I can get him focused. My cat thinks it's a toy, and I have a real hard time keeping him. All the people in and out, therapists and different stuff, have kind of freaked M3 out, and he's gotten a little destructive lately. Okay, let's see. We got a South Carolina. It is a D. D, 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 D. Yeah, I'm a little goofy. I tell you what, I'm so happy just that I'm alive that, I'm entitled to Goofy. Didn't need that one. This one actually probably needs to have a little gunk cleaned off the edge of it. And it is Maine. See if we need that. Nope, got that one. I'm trying to get a little faster, but I got to get new glasses. I can't see as well as I should. This is New Hampshire. And we have that one already. We actually have all the 2000s, all the 2001s. So now I had someone kind of berate me a little bit for bringing quarters home from the car wash. Now, I do want people to understand that most of these end up going back to the car wash. I wash my car and vacuum my car at the same location every week. And I don't carry cash, so I have to use their change machine and I have to go by the ATM to get change. Well, the ATM, the only thing it will give me is a $20 bill. So the quarters that I bring home are what I have left after I have washed and vacuumed my car. And sometimes also my sister will wash and vacuum hers. So sometimes I have a lot of quarters because it's only $1 to wash your car there. Sometimes I'll have a lot of quarters left and sometimes I won't, but I do not feel guilty for getting change and then washing my car. I don't just go down there and get change and not wash my car, and just take the guy's change. That's not how I work this. I do actually spend many, many quarters at that location on the vacuum and the wash, and they have a thing there that you can spray your car and make it smell good, because my car always seems to just need that. So so far I haven't found a single thing that'll fit in this book, but we're gonna keep on looking anyway. I'm gonna do something real quick though. I haven't tried this before. I don't know if it will let me do that. No, it won't. Okay, I was going to try to do 2 cameras at once, but I don't know how to do that. So maybe I'll figure it out someday. I know I don't need that because I have all the 2000s. I also go back through these and look for errors and oddities, but I don't do that online because otherwise y'all would be stuck looking at me for like 42 hours or something. And something tells me that probably would not exactly attract a lot of viewing audience. So I may one day do one. There's where I want to be. Michigan, 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 Michigan. I'm going to go there as soon as I get to the top of the waiting list for the senior housing. I had to give up on the idea of the motorhome simply because of my change in health. But I started a second set of physical therapy this week. This is for those horrible headaches that I was having. We actually discovered that the cause of them is to do with an old neck injury that I sustained in Michigan many years ago. And when I fell, when I had the embolism and I fell to the floor, I hit my head, like my forehead, and it pushed my neck backwards. So I re-injured my neck, and we are working on that, and it is helping quite a bit. Here's a nice looking Ohio, which we need in the book. It's got a little goober on the other side, but I can wipe that off. So we got one. Let's get Ohio installed here. Getting closer to filling it up. Now don't forget, y'all, if you don't say something in the stream at least every 10 minutes, it will take you off the Nightbot list and you won't be eligible to get signed up for the giveaway. So even if you just put an emoji up there, throw me a kiss or something, mwah, that'll keep you in the running, because when I get to the end of these state quarters, I'm going to pull some more names, because 2 shows I had to, woohoo, Sir Benji Raid, yeah, baby, love me some Sir Benjis. I was over there. I got my name drawn for a prize over there. Don't you know, I was in the restroom and missed it. Oh, well, it happens, folks. He was having a terrible time trying to give stuff away. Nobody that the comment picker was drawing were in the room. I just told him, hey, look, you're just building up some view time. Don't worry about it. Welcome, Raiders. Ooh, this one's kind of nasty. Glad it's not one I need, or one that whoever wins this book needs. Hi, Fleabag, my former neighbor that I didn't know when I lived in Michigan. Apparently, I've probably driven by his house a bazillion times because I know exactly where he lives. I could not believe that. Ooh, and I need the Connecticut, so we have just completed the 1999 row. We've got the 2000, 2001 are complete. Well, you're registered to try to win, James, and you've won plenty of stuff from me. I've sent you some pretty fat envelopes, so don't even. Oh, nice Florida example for the book. That one's really nice. Oh, somebody's trying to call me, and I bet it's a crazy rock and roll star from Michigan, and he's gonna just have to wait and talk to me later. Hi, slick one. Yeah, I am going to venture to say, nope, I'm wrong. I thought it might be question mark from Question Mark and the Mysterians, but no, it's somebody trying to sell me a warranty on my car. Like I need a warranty on a 2005 Malibu. Yeah, you betcha. Hi, Ike's girl. Thank you for coming over from Benji's. Benji is actually a customer on my jewelry channel. He buys things for his daughter and granddaughters on my jewelry channel. And he's also a Michigander. And I can't wait to get back to Michigan. I really do not like the medical care that I'm receiving here. Thank you, Ike's girl. Much appreciated. Yeah, I live so far out in the mountains that I have to go like 125 miles to most of my specialists, and it's just not, it's not good. And I never had that issue when I lived in Michigan, so And I had some really fine doctors up there. There's Circle U Mint. Hi. Yeah, we got that Sir Benji raid happening. I really appreciate that. 2004. For those who have not been to my channel before, we are in the segment called Car Wash Quarters, where I bring all my change back from the car wash and I fill books and then I give them away. So right now we are working on filling another state quarters book. I just gave one away. I think Circle U, didn't you win that? Isn't that what I've got in the mail to you? But anyway, yeah, I fill them up. Since I have my own already done, I just fill them up and we give them away. But I don't buy any of the quarters or anything. They are just out of the change machine at my local car wash. They're what I have left over after I clean my car every week. So I am still working on my personal state parks book. I have not completed it yet, but I have completed several of the state books and sent them out as prizes. It's just kind of fun to go through them. I like to look for the silver. We have found a couple of silvers. We found 3 W's that came out of the car wash. So it's just an inexpensive way to get started. And I know that some of the people that received the books were very surprised that everything that was in them, I try to put the best ones I can in. I want everybody to have a fighting chance at collecting, even if they don't have a lot of money to invest in the hobby. I'm on Social Security, so obviously I can't go on these auctions and spend big money, but I can still participate in Lodo collecting, and that's usually where most of us get started. Woo, good job, John. Found a 2019 Lowell in his W in his change last week. Yes, well, that's what happens here. I find it in my change. Tiffany, I'm doing great. I'm doing so much better than anybody in the world believed. Or as I like to tell people, I'm doing really well for a dead girl. Because apparently I was about as close as you can get to being a dead girl without actually becoming one. So I'm happy that, hey, there's that Sir Benji. I was just telling him about you buying jewelry from me for all your lovely ladies in your family. And you need to check your email, Sir Benji, because we had discussed that bracelet, and I think I sent you some pictures back before I got sick of what I was putting together with the silly dogs, since we already did the silly cats. So if I didn't, let me know, because I set the dogs aside in an envelope with your name on it. I think I picked out some pretty good ones. I got about 6 more state quarters, and then I'm going to sign up some more people for the drawing on October 25th. It was originally scheduled for the 18th, but because I missed 2 shows, I didn't feel it was enough people getting qualified for the win, so I have moved it up a week so I can make sure I give a lot of people an opportunity. Reason I'm going so fast is I know I already have all the 2000s, 2001s, and 1999s. So if I see that date, I'm not really studying it too much. Yeah, when we were over on Sir Benji's earlier, there was a discussion about the kindness of Handy Andy 73.6. Well, this microscope is one of his kindness gifts. I was having such a hard time trying to read the dates on coins, and he made this donation to my channel. Before he ever had a channel of his own, he was, he's just been helping everybody. And alrighty, that ends the state quarters. We did add a couple more to the book. Hopefully we can get this filled up by the drawing on the 25th, and I'll add that to as one of the prizes. So it's always something. Over here at there we go. Been a while since I did some of this stuff. I'm having to learn it all over. Yeah, and some of you may not recognize me if you haven't seen me for a while. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of my hair while I was in the hospital, so just had to chop it all off and start over. So there we go. All right, if you want to be in the drawing to qualify for the big contest, then you need to post something in the stream. And I am putting everybody back in, even the people that were already drawn before, so you can have more than one entry. All right, now we've got, oh, pooey, I just threw myself out of there. I hate it when that happens. Now I got to start it all over again. Stupid thing. Drawings around your fun time. Yeah. All right. I need everybody to do this again because I accidentally clicked the wrong button and threw myself out of Nightbot. So if y'all would be so kind as to post something, even if it's just an emoji or whatever, so I can get everybody's names back in here again. There's 11 people watching, so right now we've got 7 that have been picked up. So 4 of you need, I'm going to read the list. Okay, now we're up to 9. I've got Ike's Girl, Jaji Music Man, John Jacobs, Mike. How do you pronounce your last name, Mike? Is it like Shields? Mud Swat, Muscle Shell, Sir Benji, Slick One, James Eller, Tiffany Twisted, and Treasure Hunter. That's 11 out of 11. Everybody's in there. All right, let me get this up on the screen, and I'm going to pick 3 more people. With the Nightbot. I always try to put it up on the screen so everybody can see that I'm genuinely picking with the thing. There we go. I got your 11 names over here on one side, and everybody's in as far as I can tell. So let's add 3 more entries by hitting this little button that says roll it. James Eller got a second. entry. And he says he never wins anything. Circle U Mint is now entered. And let's see who else we can throw in here. Tiffany Twisted. All right. Oh, what the heck? As long as we're here, I'm going to hit one more. G. All right. So far, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people, but some of them have more than one entry. So, yeah, lucky birthday draws for James. It was James Eller's birthday yesterday, folks. So, that's a good deal. All righty. I will add probably 3 or 4 more. Mud SWAT, you got like nada entries so far. You're slacking on me. But I'm gonna add more as they go along. Okay, now we're gonna do, this is my personal book. I have not completed it yet. Not yet. But I'm gonna. I drew some more names, Muscle Shell, but you already do have an entry, so at least you're covered there. Anyway, this state park book is my personal book, which I have slowly been filling. This one takes a lot longer to fill because it has spots for different mint marks. It doesn't have spots for the W's. I wish it did because I do actually have a few. But I'll double check Mud SWAT, but I have the list here going all the way back to September 20th, and I do not see you on here. I have Scott Jarvie, Archaeology Mikey, Lucky James Eller, who has 3 entries. He's really lucky. Jaji's got 2 entries. Dawn Metal Detecting has 1. John Jacobs has 1. Muscle Shell has 1. Circle U Mint has 1. And Tiffany Twisted has 1. So that's who's in so far. But there's still plenty of time. That's why I moved the date. I was originally going to do it on the 18th. And I moved it up to the 25th because last week I was too sick to do a show. And so nobody got entered. But the guy down at the physical therapy place has done wonders on fixing this headache situation. And I'm going there 3 days a week. All right, thank you for coming by, Ike's girl. Stop in anytime. And we're going back to the telescope and see if I can find anything useful for my book. Some of them I'm going to be going by real fast because I know that I have everything under those years. And okay, this, if it's a D, I can use, but it's not. It's a P. It's a P. So that didn't help me. I really want to finish this book. I've been working on it for over a year and I still haven't completed it yet. I have all the 2016s, so I don't need that. Yeah, this is, like I said, this is a lot harder book to fill. It has a lot more coins and multiple mint locations. And I just realized I do not have my gloves on. So, my bad. Shame on me. Not setting a very good example, am I? But actually, I see a lot of people that do their streams without gloves, but I do try to wear mine. I have them. I should be wearing them. Oh, I bet, Jaji, because I was in physical therapy when I was down in Georgia, and I had to stop because of the COVID thing. It shut the whole physical therapy place down. So, when I had this pulmonary embolism, I fell and I hit my head, and I hit like my forehead. So my head went to the floor and then it went back and it snapped my neck and restarted the headache situation. So now that I've gotten my sea legs back and I can walk again, we're working on this thing with the headache because it is really debilitating. So in order to be able to do things like collect coins, I have to be able to see, and the headache was giving me double vision, which, and I don't mean the rock song double vision. But yeah, I'm vastly improved after just a few treatments. It really is working wonders. I do have to remember to look at my mint marks on these because there could be a W swimming around in here somewhere we don't know about. I'm trying to speed through because I know it's probably a little bit boring. But unfortunately, that's how you got to search them. And when you're old like me and your eyes aren't good, I can't go through them like some of the people I see doing the coin roll searches. I'm like, man, how do they do that? You know, but part of that's because I have to put them under the scope, and it just takes extra time. And these I do go back through at night when I can't sleep and look for all the weirdness that can show up. I started working on an errors list for these. I think I've got like 50 some different variations and stuff on that list. I'm hoping to finish it now that I can do things. Yep, you're right, Muscle Shell. Everybody's got their own search techniques. Some of them go so fast I can't tell what they're showing, and some of them, like me, go so slow that I can hear snoring coming through my speakers. But there's Batman. I know I got all my bats. I even have a W bat. Whew. Should have turned the air conditioner on. For those of you who are people that watch Baseman, he is not streaming tonight. He usually comes on at 7, but I happen to see, he put a little short video out earlier saying several different reasons why he's not streaming tonight, but the big one was that he couldn't get any boxes. So if you normally go over there when you leave here, you won't be able to do that tonight because he won't be there. Oh, the other part was he was going to do a music thing and he got slapped with a copyright issue. So he had to take that down. So he didn't sound like he was having a very good day, or as he put it, no soup. Those of you who were not here earlier, I have a show that I do sometimes in the mornings called It Was the News with Susie Smart, where I read old newspaper articles and magazine articles about coin collecting and metal detecting. And I read an article earlier that was about both. It was about cleaning coins and metal detecting. And so anyway, I'm thinking about picking that show back up again. It's something that I do in the morning. I line up all my medicine that I have to take, and I just sit here and read those articles. And so if you're an early bird, check between 7:30 and 8 o'clock Eastern time in the mornings, and you may find me on there in my Susie Smart role. Susie Smart was a toy, a doll that came out in the late 50s, and I wanted that doll so badly. It was a toy designed to encourage people to educate girls. And back then, that was not a very popular idea. Girls were supposed to stay home and bake cookies and have babies. We weren't supposed to become engineering technicians or race car builders or anything like that. But I wanted that toy, and I wanted it really bad. And I couldn't get it because my daddy wouldn't let me have it. So the doll came with a desk and books, and it was just a real interesting toy. And so in my alter ego of actually trying to teach people something on that show, I am basically using the moniker Susie Smart, but it's on this channel. So, man, a lot of quarters this week. Woo-wee. Bad part is I got to go back through, check them all before I can roll them up and take them back. Yeah, I'm not sure who is going to be streaming tonight because I know Jeff Silversmith is off, and Bassman is off. But so maybe it's a good thing that I have all these extra quarters, and I'll actually get a few hours in. I lost a lot of people. Being gone for 4 months, you don't really think about it. I mean, the last thing I was thinking about was how many subscribers am I going to lose? And then I came back and realized, wow, I lost almost 200 subscribers. And it just freaked me out. I'm like, how can they just... and I know it wasn't that the people unsubscribed. It was that due to lack of activity, YouTube removed them And boy, that hurt my feelings. But it's all right. You know, when you go through almost passing away, there's a lot of stuff that used to seem really important doesn't anymore. And how many subscribers I have. I mean, I appreciate every one that I have, but I'm not going to rip my hair out or give away my firstborn child to get them back. I figure if I'm doing anything they're interested in, they'll just show up again. So I appreciate the fact that all of you have shown up tonight. This is probably the best I have felt in quite a while. I'm enjoying being back online and playing with my quarters again. And it doesn't matter if there's 3 people or 33 people or 300 people. I'd still be looking at these quarters because it's what I do. But I think this is a little out of focus. I can't really tell. I need to get a new mat. There we go. That's a little bit better. I'm slowly getting there. As soon as I get to the end of this batch, we're going to pull some more qualifiers for the big drawing to be happening on, October 25th, I believe it is, the last Monday of the month, whatever that works out to be, which I'm pretty sure is the 25th. Need a D. I keep getting the P. Boy, I'm not doing well tonight. I haven't gotten a single thing that goes in this book. I haven't gotten a W. I have but I did okay on the other books, so I'm not whining. Not gonna whine about it. I'm so happy I can just sit here and do this. Y'all have no idea. Wednesday, I get to go metal detecting again. And I am so excited about that. Because when this channel started, it really started as a metal detecting channel. And then COVID hit. And the town I was living in was less than an hour from one of the big epicenters of the disease spreading. So my town was basically shut down. I wasn't really able to do a lot of detecting unless I could sneak off way out in the country and get a permission somewhere where there was no people. So then I was doing the coins and the detecting, and I got all this groovy new detecting stuff. Hi, Dawn the metal detector. I got all this groovy new metal detecting stuff and got to use it maybe twice before I got too sick to use it. So Wednesday, I get to go out and play with the new coils, and I'm going to go back to the scene of the crime, the place where I had to stop detecting because I became very ill, and a week later had a pulmonary embolism. That was not fun, but it is. I have fought tooth and nail to get back because I want to get out there and detect. I want to take my new toys out there, find something. And the last thing I found was a ring. So I'm hoping this time I find a ring that's actually made out of silver or gold. And that was just a bling ring, but still it was a very pretty ring. And I'm hoping to pick back up on that again. And there's Dawn, the metal detective. I'm almost done with this batch. I'm not having much luck here. Yeah, I am trying to keep my shows a little bit shorter. I was doing 2 hours, but while I am recuperating, I'm just kind of taking it easy. We've crammed quite a bit into this show so far. We've had just lots of stuff. War of the Pacific. It's a P. I don't think the P is the one I need. Down to my last little few here. And it's not looking good, folks, on tonight's journey. But I don't feel alone because everybody I've watched today hasn't really been having much luck with what they've been searching. Some people haven't been able to get any coins at all. I noticed today, I forgot where I was, some drive-through I went through that had put the signs back up about the coin shortage again. So I don't know that if I went to my bank that I would be able to get any coins. I forgot it was Columbus Day, and I went to the bank because I was going to see if I could get some penny rolls. I can't afford a whole box, but I was going to see if I could get some rolls. But then I realized it was a holiday, and so the bank was closed and post office was closed. I was trying to mail out my last giveaways and some eBay sales, but I'll have to make another attempt at that because they were closed too. All right, I'm down to my last 5. Now this one I always check because over on, let me get it turned the right way. Over here, there were a bunch of them that the end of that had a great big glob on. I think it was Shibby Rob that had a whole roll of them like that. But so far, I have only found one that had that on there. All right, down to the last 3, and then we're going to draw a few more names, get registered for the giveaway. Oop, that's a 2021. That's Tuskegee Airmen. If it's a D, we'll at least get to put something in, but it's a P, and I already have that. Didn't find any W's today. Didn't find any silvers today. And didn't find anything that would go in my state park book today. Well, we had fun looking. Put my book away. Oops. That's not how it works, Susan. There you go. All right. Put that one away. Now, I do have some other quarters, but my books are full, and they're just the ones with the eagles on the back. I have not looked at them for silver, but I'm pretty sure there's not any in there. But anyway, I need more books for those. If I had more books for those, I would be filling them up and giving those away as well. But right now, I can't invest in that, so I'm still giving away parts of my personal collection. But anyway, if you have not made a post in the stream in the last 10 minutes, please do so now so that the Nightbot will pick up your name. It says there are 12 people in the room, but my Nightbot is only showing 4. That can't be right. Oh, here we go. Now it's jumping up. Now we got to 9. So 2 people are not on the list yet. Let's see. I will read down the list of who's on it. So there's only 1 missing. Now there's 2 missing again. Okay, we've got Archaeology Mikey, Dawn the Metal Detective, Fleabag, Jaji. I got to put Jaji back in. Jimmy Lakari. Hey, it's the Lurker Lakari. John Jacobs, Mike S., Muscle Shell, James Eller, Tiffany Twisted, and Treasure Hunter. So that gives me 10. That looks good to me. I'm going to pick 3 more names. First one, Muscle Shell gets another entry. See, I let you have more than one. John Jacobs. That's your second one for the night. Boy, this thing likes you guys. And let's see. Archaeology Mikey, who just rolled in. I'm going to pull 3 more before we go tonight. I want Jimmy Lakari. I want to have plenty of people have an opportunity to win on the 25th. Denmo. Denmo is now in the running. And I'm going to get 1 more here. Fleabag, my fellow Michigander. All righty. We got a bunch of people entered tonight. I still have not finished. And I forgot to put the drawing thing up on the screen. I am so sorry, but trust me, those really are the names that came up. I usually put it up here on the screen where you can watch me draw them, and I just spaced out and didn't do it. Oh, the other thing that I found that was found under the desk by my cleaning assistant lady. I've had this for a long time, and it was always on my computer, and I didn't know what happened to it. But my Big Flip fidget spinner has returned. And my friend Tommy's poker tournament winning chip has returned. These are all things that M3 hid from me while I was gone. Yeah, I know the names come through the chat, but I usually try to put the actual Nightbot screen up there as well so that people know I'm not just making names up as I go along. That being said, I'm going to do a quick thing here and see if I can see somebody who actually is on line that we can raid, because Baseman is not online and Jeff is not online. So let's see if anybody is. I'm going to run over on YouTube real quick and look at the people I'm subscribed to. Well, at 8 o'clock, Can Collectibles is on. So, but that's the only thing I'm seeing. Let me see. Yeah, that's the only person I see actually got a, spray can. Spray Can Coins is live right now. So if you want to go, he's got the treasure hunt and more. So we could do that. Now, I'm not going to be able to stay anywhere very long because I've got to eat and take my meds. But thank you, Mikey. I was just worrying about that. Larry's not on right now. I just checked because I would have suggested Larry Powell, but he's not on yet. He may be going to go on at 7. But right at this moment, Spray Can is live, so we can go over there and then check at 7 o'clock and see if Larry's on. And I would like to ask a favor. Oh, thank you for the comment on my plants. I had to go through and redo. I lost a lot of them when I was in the hospital, unfortunately. My family member forgot to water them, and so yeah, some of them died. So this past weekend I went through and redid them and started some cuttings. If y'all would do me a favor, please hit the like button and help me try to build my channel back up. If I can get this thing ever to a point where I can get monetized, then I can use that money to give away. I used to give away a lot of stuff, and I can't do it now because while I was in the hospital, in the intensive care unit, my long dragging on divorce snuck its way through the Florida court system without me even being conscious. And so I lost $300 a month of my income. So I'm doing what I can do. And we'll just keep on doing that. But let's go raid Spray Can. And if you're up between 7 and 8 a.m. Eastern time, come by tomorrow morning and check and see if I'm on with the other program that I had started before I got sick. And we'll see you then. Otherwise, I'll see y'all next Monday or maybe Wednesday if I find some good metal detecting treasure. We'll see y'all. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for supporting me. I really appreciate it. You guys rock.